Hey, Gavax here. Madden 21 cover reveal. A lot of details about it just got revealed this morning, so I'm going to go through those details, go through my thoughts on them, and let's just keep going. Madden 21 cover. Lamar. Now, I know a lot of people are like, oh, this is bad. It's just pictures put on top of pictures. And I actually don't think that same way. I actually kind of like it. I know they probably couldn't bring in Lamar for like a photo shoot session due to COVID and all that stuff, so I don't mind this cover at all. Kind of gives me flashbacks to old Madden covers, if you know what I'm talking about. Here's the deluxe edition, which is the medium edition. I actually like this one the best out of the three editions, the cover art. And then we got the MVP edition, which is a little more plain, just focused on Lamar. So those are the three covers, but I'm going to buy digital, so it doesn't mean nothing to me. So Gridiron Notes came out today, and I'll put a link in the description about like where you can go to click on this one and the other two that we're going to go through. We'll talk about the reveal, the release, because those are the three editions that we went through, the MVP, the deluxe, and the standard. We'll talk about that. I think I'm going to do a video specifically on pre-orders and details there a little bit later on today. So, Gridiron Notes. Here's a little story, little hype video about Lamar Jackson, Lil Wayne. Check that out if you want to. It's okay. Face of the Franchise returns. Now, you guys know my thoughts on Face of the Franchise. I put in like 1,500 hours into Madden 20 and going. And something that's they put a lot of resources into Face the Franchise. Now it's better than just like wasting those resources, like flushing it down the toilet, just like not doing anything with their people. But I really wish it went into like more gameplay focused stuff than Face the Franchise. This lasts for a few hours and it doesn't really have a lot of replayability quite like Madden itself does on the field, head to head, that kind of stuff. So if they put more resources into like, you know, really sharpening up the head to head experience, I'd like that a little bit more. I don't know, do something else. I think I think it's not universally hated, right? There are a lot of people that like it, played it, whatnot, but I just think like they could do better. But I'm just gonna leave that personal opinion right there for you guys. That's where I'm coming from. You know that. Where you're coming from could very well be different, and that's fine to have different opinions. Create yourself and begin your career as a quarterback in high school where you'll attempt to lead your team to a state championship. So cool, they brought it back to high school now, so they can have even a bit of a longer journey. So just extended the front part of it a little bit. We should mention that while your career starts in high school, that doesn't mean you'll be starting quarterback. Don't worry, no story spoilers here. You just did it. You just did it. Okay. Next, you'll start your college career on National Signing Day where you'll pick between 10 D1 schools. So we had something similar to that last year, you know, National Signing Day and whatnot. You'll be able to play 2 season college football playoffs. We'll attempt to win not 1, but 2 NCAA championships. So they doubled down on it this year. 2 instead of 1 this time. Instead of being like, you know, taking over, being a hot shot recruit and then taking over when the injury at the end to try and win that college football championship, you'll get the chance at 2 of them. While in college, you'll have the chance to stay as a quarterback or switch positions to a running back or wide receiver. Like, I don't understand, like, all right, sorry, let me rewind. I don't understand why they can't just make it longer, right? Can't you just start signing more college football teams? And then sign more and more? And eventually just put a college football game inside your Madden game? Right? Why do you stick with, like, a 10 seems so small? Like, how many other colleges you could have gone with, right? Last year, did you have 8? Was it 8 or 10 last year? I can't recall the exact number. You couldn't expand that? You couldn't really go out to like 120? You really couldn't approach another 110 schools and be like, hey. You want in on this? You want some cash? So you could like backdoor college football into Madden. Yeah! Okay. Sad. While in college, you'll have a chance to stay as a quarterback or switch positions to running back or wide receiver. So, cool. Right? Don't care. Cool, though. After your college career, you'll be attending NFL Combine where you'll have a chance to test your skills and run the iconic 40-yard dash. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, Combine's cool and all. Iconic 40-yard dash. When you finally enter the NFL, your career doesn't stop. You'll have the chance to experience different storylines each season as you make your case for the Hall of Fame. It's there, right? Do I expect it to change much from last year? No. But they do add some minor things. It's kind of like Madden every year. They added some sprinkles of differences on. It's just different. It's just disappointing to see how, like, the lack of ambition. You know what I mean? Picked between 10 Division I schools. That's lack of ambition in my mind. Really should have expanded that. But it does look like they got a whole new story and shit going on. But you know what? I'm pessimistic about that because, fuck, I probably won't even touch it. Before we talk, because I just got bored of that stuff in the past. Before we talk about some of the new gameplay features, take a moment to check out the NFL official reveal trailer. Check that out for my video from last night where I go through it, break it down. But anyways, stick skill after the trailer. Some of the features. You'll be able to combo together all your evasive moves on the right analog stick, including juke, spin, hurdle, and dead leg. The skill stick brings more fluid, athletic movement to the field and gives you more control over the moves you want to perform. Now, stick skill, we've always had it on the right thumbstick for like jukes, and you could spin on the right joystick too, but most people just hit B. So, I think the biggest thing we've always had, and the issue with stick skills, is the fact that it sometimes sucks defenders into animations. Now, if you saw the trailer reveal yesterday where it looked like TJ Watt wasn't into an animation, Lamar just moved enough on the field to not get put into it, cool. But we did see some jukes bring guys into animations during the game. So, I don't know. I thought this year's was good. I thought Madden 20's running was good. And I said that yesterday, I'll say it again. So, I hope... I'm optimistic, that they improved from 19 to 20. Maybe they'll improve from 20 to 21. It wasn't the one thing I thought they should take a look at, but we'll learn more about this stuff. I think they said June 25th, Clint Oldenburg will be on Good Morning Madden. We'll, of course, review that. He's going to talk about gameplay. They'll have another blog like this on gameplay. So, cool. I just hope they make it, better for whatever that means, I guess, right now. But it's hard to define it, right? It's like pornography. It's hard to define, but it's easy when you feel it or see it. Yeah, that's it. Pass rush moves. Now, this is interesting. All your pass rush moves and block shit from Madden 21 will now be on the right analog stick. Not that part. You'll have full control to choose the exact rush move you want when you want to do it. Be sure to use your rush move strategically, though, as each pass rusher has a limited amount of available moves per play, and blockers will start to build resistance against repeated moves. This will give you more control and adds layer strategy to one of the most important aspects of defense. Now, this is user pass rushing. This is getting on the D-line and pass rushing yourself. I haven't seen people in online Madden do this. I mean, maybe one or two, flight. There's a few of them every year that do it. But, like, Madden 15, 16 into, a lot of people used to D-line user rush. And since I think the overall skill level of online Madden play has risen the last few years, as all the rewards are focused on winning. So people realize, hey, I should use my linebacker since it's much more effective. But basically, they're telling you get back into the dirt, do the user pass rushing. But the thing is, like, each pass rush has a limited amount of available moves per play, which is weird because usually, in Madden, you win on your first one as like your super win, and then you get past them. So it's interesting that you might have to go with more than one or two per play to try and get past the blocker, which means that the quarterback's going to have a lot of time in the pocket regardless, right? If you have to throw like 3 moves off against the blocker and they haven't built the resistance, then you're probably not getting to the quarterback quick enough as a user pass rush. So I don't know. It really, like, user pass rush is like you win, you instant win, or you better user a linebacker, right? That's what I've seen, but God, I really hope user rushing isn't back in 21. I mean, it's the only way we can really stop roll-up corners right now. At least one of the only ways. So that's one thing, but you don't have to engage with a blocker there. I don't know. I guess color me skeptical. Not what I would have focused on. Like the first two, definitely not two things I would have focused on based off Madden 20. But again, we'll see when we have our hands in it. Location-based tackles, definitely something I would have focused on. These are tackles where both the ball carrier and defender are aware of the first down marker, end zone, and pylon. Like I talked about yesterday, where they reach out for stuff. What this means is you'll see ball carriers reach. Oh, hey, whoa! Reach out! Hey, yes to that. With the ball while getting tackled to score a crucial touchdown or clutch up a first down. You'll see the tackling defenders struggle, but successfully deny the ball carrier these reach out moments. So I'm guessing it'll be based on tackle rating versus like break tackle kind of stuff. Maybe evasive. Maybe there's a new rating for it. I don't know. We'll also have a series called Talking Madden where we sit down and talk developers. First series we get on Madden 25 on the Madden Twitch channel. But I like it. Like, tackling had a major issue this year. What I talked about yesterday where guys were able to swerve out like the greatest tacklers in NFL history. And I really hope they did take a look at the tackling system, not just for location-based, but overall, them like reaching out and actually touching ball carriers when they're right on them. So, location-based tackles, definitely glad that they're overhauling the tackling system at least a little bit, or they looked at it. So the pre-order bonuses, we'll talk about that in a second. The release date, it is confirmed for August 25th for the MVP and Deluxe Edition, the 28th for the Standard Edition. So we do have 2 months of no Madden 21 instead of 1 month like we were hoping. It sucks, but life sometimes is that way, and we just gotta adapt and move on. So the next couple months, with Rookie Mirror already being done, Madden 20 is looking quite stale. We'll probably get some loyalty. Well, we will get loyalty. I'll talk about that in a bit. New features and way to play. So we talked about Face of the Franchise, Rise to Fame, playable, documented career mode. There's over 50 new Superstar and X Factor abilities fresh out of the lab designed to elevate the stars of a new generation. 50. Now, this stuff's as endless as the mind can think, which is pretty darn crazy. We can think of a transmorphic, interdimensional, superstar, morphing octopus supervillain. I don't know, dude. There's a lot that the human mind can imagine. Now, how much can you put on the football field? It's a little bit more restricted. But I'm excited. Why not? Right? Balance is a big issue. I hope that's like the biggest thing that I hope from Madden 21 is that they hear our feedback and they adapt their game to our feedback based off balance in mind, right? Make the game fun, make the game balanced. Those are like the two things, like the number one and number two thing of any franchise, of any game. Fun, balanced. Okay? So pull up for a brand new season of Madden Ultimate Team content as you earn rewards to finesse your depth chart. The fuck does that mean? Finesse your depth chart. And flex your fantasy roster on the competition. Now, flexing, big fan of that, especially Fredzilla, who is a professional flexer. Finesse your depth chart. I think it might just be filler words. Earn rewards to finesse your depth chart. Huh. I'll just say huh. Right there. Your favorite NFL teams' playbooks are updated and play now on franchise based on new schemes and plays utilized in the real NFL season. Live playbooks. We talked about those yesterday night. Live playbooks adapt. I love it. Big fan of live playbooks. I hope they're the only playbooks in the game. So that way we don't have to get fucked. I don't know. I don't know about playbooks, right? If I got a scheme and say Pittsburgh's offensive playbook, and then they update it and take away my main formation, I'm like, oh my god, now I gotta find a new scheme. I don't know. I hope they just add on to it instead of subtract. Like this year they subtracted from the base playbook to the live playbook. I hope they don't subtract from playbooks going into next year. Move the change or stop and drive a new gameplay. All right. Stop and drive a new gameplay mechanics that offer enhanced levels of control on both sides of the ball. Control, love it. I love it. I love it. Control of our avatars is the greatest thing ever. Being able to basically feel one-to-one on the field. Go ham with the new innovative ground game moves made to inspire creativity and get crafty with the all-new stick skill ball carrier system. It's crazy, we see professionals in Madden get sticky every year, and they keep changing on us. Yeah, that's all I'll say. We'll adapt. Chain together evasive skill moves like stop on a dime, stutter step, spin, slide hurdle, and dead leg for a brand new combination set of amazing gameplay moments. Okay, more marketing. Fully control with specific pass rush moves. Okay, strategy is crucial. We just read that. All right, here's what I want to talk about. Diversify your play calling to outsmart adaptive AI adjustments that counter your tendencies in a new way. Now, adaptive AI, some people are rightfully afraid of this, and for good reason, right? Adaptive AI could just both mean the CPU play calling, or it could be actually players in the field. I know a lot of people have called for this for years. I had Rex on the podcast, the former creative director, and he talked about adaptive AI, and he said it's not a good idea because, when you set your player on the field to do something, if they do something else, you'll get angry, right? And that's what adaptive AI is doing. It's adapting to things. Now, adaptive AI could also mean your players get bonuses if somebody spams the same play. But what do bonuses do, right? You can have a 99 block shed player against a 0 run block player, as I've shown, against Stretch. But because the animation of Stretch will just kind of hook him anyways, and he'll shed, sure, but he'll shed too late. The animation takes too long. You just run around the edge anyways. So adaptive AI providing boosts to stats, okay. People said okay. But the thing is stats don't matter when we're doing rollout corners. So adaptive AI wasn't needed. We just needed certain concepts to beat other concepts, right? That's the balance problem, right? We need offensive tackles to recognize, hey, that CB's on a blitz. Huh, weird. Maybe I should get out there and stop it, right? We need that. We need rollout corners not to suck cloud flats down so they can play a corner, right? We shouldn't just allow players just to kind of dunk over our heads over and over because our cloud flats or our zones don't do what we want them to do. So adaptive AI is an interesting term, and we'll see what they mean more when they go into gameplay stuff. But it's such a wide variety what I'm it's a wide variety of outcomes, right? So what I'm guessing is potentially out on the field stopping people from spamming plays, and that's what people are afraid of, right? I just want, and I agree with them. I just want counters to things. That's all I want. I don't care. I don't need my AI adapting. I got to do the adapting. This guy needs to adjust. But you got to give me things that can adjust to those zones and do things that I want them to do. Offenses to stop contain blitzes, defenses to stop rollout corner routes, for example. Tackling advancements like breakdown tackles and location-based tackles around the pylon, first down markers. Yeah, we already talked about that. All right, cover athletes, dynamic agility and blazing speed by Buffalo Ravens. Untouchable in the open field. Well, not true. The only one that's untouchable is Al Capone, because he was in the Untouchables. All right, moving on. Next, Madden 21 pre-order details. We're not going to go through much here because I'm going to do a video specifically on the pre-orders, the ones that I like. But there was something interesting down here. So, will there be a loyalty fantasy pack like last year in Madden NFL 21? Yes, there will be a loyalty fantasy pack, which means we're getting some sort of loyalty promo here probably in the coming months. Well, I'm also interested in seeing pre-order details. Here's the MVP pre-order. You can do that. Was there anything in here that I really thought was interesting? I don't think so. I think this is all kind of refreshing. But there's another page of it. Oh, I think, was this the one that, yeah, here it was. This was a decent chart comparing them, but like I said, I'll go through an entire video comparing the three models. This is in their FAQ. Will I get Madden 21 on Series X? Do all my MUT points, achievements, items carry over? The plan is yes. We are early in development, working through the details of player progress, and we'll have more news when this close to launch. You also get Madden 21 when you upgrade consoles, so there you go. Both, yes, confirmed. So this one is the features, the go all out. I don't remember what I wanted to look in here. Madden Ultimate Team. No, I think it was... Oh, this one? I'm going to put this in the description. eaevents.ea.com/Madden21. This looks like the beta sign up. So definitely log into your EA account for a limited Madden NFL 21 opportunity. I already did it. You should have like a register button here. Must be 18 in US or Canada, so dox the fox. I'm in one of those two countries. So, beta's probably for 6 days. Hopefully we can broadcast it this year, right? Like, how much did Valorant's beta do well for their game to, like, market it, right? I think it's been stupid over the last few years not to allow us to broadcast or put content out on the beta, breaking it down. It's like, get over yourself, right? We'll find the heirs, and it's better to have more eyes looking at it than fewer, and that's why putting out content is a good idea. Madden Ultimate Team, pull up for brand new season Madden Ultimate Team content. Finesse your depth chart again and flex your fantasy roster. Those are some keywords. All right, this is what I'm interested in. Somebody in the MUT subreddit, I posted this right before I made the video. Challenges go out in different competitive modes like head-to-head seasons, draft champions, MUT draft, MUT squads. To receive rewards you can apply to Ultimate Team campaign. So, interesting. Head-to-head seasons, draft champions, MUT draft. I think they just kind of screwed up here, right? Somebody said, oh, no solo battles. And like, where's Weekend League? But I don't know. So it's probably just them going with like a couple of things. It's so funny they repeated the same thing. I'll move on. So you can work the auction house to acquire specific players to fill in the gaps in your depth chart. Upgrade comprised of current NFL superstars, Hall of Fame legends, and more. Like Tim Tebow? Because he's not a superstar or a legend. He's a... Wait. He's not an NFL superstar. He's a superstar in our mind. Flex your custom fantasy roster on the competition and showcase your creativity on the field. So interesting stuff so far. We also have Madden Mobile they teased. Oh, I guess I should throw that up a little bit. Madden Mobile they teased. Get connected. There's your Madden Mobile. Key dates. June 22nd, they'll talk about structure and gameplay. June 29th, they got their Master Series 6, whatever. Competitive tournaments. I don't know what the hell that means in Madden Mobile. So there's Madden Mobile. I don't really care that much about Madden Mobile. And that's it what I want to do for the video. Madden 21. I made the joke that's looking like Madden 20.1. And it's true, but I think I'm looking forward to that built the beta. Looks like on 6/20, what did I say? Wait, you can sign up June 16th to 22nd. Did I say that? I fucked up earlier. The beta looks like it's happening June 25th, 26th. And that's when they're going to do some gameplay reveal, Clint Oldenburg. They said you'll get an email on the 26th. So, there you go. All right, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching Call to Action. See you tomorrow.